Hello everyone, I am Rosie O'Kelly. This is the Rosie O'Kelly channel. It is Thursday, October 2nd, 2017, and welcome to all of you. I really didn't have much in the way of anything to do tonight. I was kind of clinging on to the baseball game last night. And of course, baseball season is now gone, and congratulations to the Houston Astros, who are now the world champions in baseball. And as you guys know, I don't really do football. I don't really follow football, pro football this year. All the stuff about the kneeling and all that. Okay, it was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. So I've clawed back some of my weeknights here. And thought tonight I would do, slept pretty well last night. Missy Jen's doing good. She's over there. She's going to go to bed in a couple minutes, I think, but she's hanging out. And it's nice to see you. We got some people coming in. Happy Thursday to all of you. Took down all of the Halloween decorations today. Spent a little bit of time in the workshop late this afternoon looking at that Sony STR6045. Things got massive problems in it. I'll tell you, it's going to be. We've already got two parts into that thing. It's going to be a barn burner. I think we're going to end up having to do major brain surgery to get that unit going again. But it'll be a challenge. It's possible sometimes, though, with some of these units, you go in so deep and you're in such a basic level, it's very easy to destroy things, too, when you start working on the circuit boards and some of these old, very brittle circuit boards. Anyway, anybody want to talk about movies tonight? I was thinking I'd like to take Missy Jen to a movie, but I can't find anything that I would like. Huh? Geostorm. After what we just went through, I'm going to go see Geostorm, right? It couldn't be any worse than what I lived through for the last month. Hi, I'm on it. Nice to see you. Jen is right here. Say hi to I'm on it, Jen. She's doing okay. She's she's just getting caught up on her computer stuff, and then I think she'll be going to bed. Hi, North. Thanks. Nice to see you. Yeah, Geostorm. I'm thinking it's probably not going to happen. It was bad enough when we saw the movie San Andreas, and the next morning Jen got up and had her bag all packed, and it's like, oh hell no, I'm not sticking around. Huh? Jackie Chan. Yeah, I'm not into Jackie Chan. I lived through all that in Hong Kong, China for 5 years. Let me turn this light on over here. Oh, I had all that Canto Pop and all that Andy Young, and I just got burned out on all that. Oh, there was a beautiful. She was actually she was an adult star, Ronnie Yip Yup Hing over there. Man, she was sweet. That was a different. Well, we're not going to go down that road, right? So I actually ended up at a party one time with her. Anyway, so movies. I can't really find much in the way of movies that I want to see. I mean, it's like I don't even feel like supporting Hollywood anymore with all the crap that's going on down there now with Kevin Spacey, and I'm just waiting every day. It's like the next big reveal. It's like the tide goes out and all you're left is the smelly low tide. That's like what's happening in Hollywood right now. And all these big moguls are getting their comeuppance and stuff. And it's kind of funny to see that. Of course, we had that horrendous killing in Hey Tomcat. We had that terrible killing in New York of that Islamist terrorist that drove up on the sidewalk. And Jen and I were like watching that, thinking, "Oh man." Can you imagine the public relations department at Home Depot is like, man, we got to get some black thing taped over that name on that thing. We can't have that hanging out there. That dirties the name of Home Depot, right? So yeah, Tomcat, nice to see you. Hi, Susan. How are you, sweetie? Yeah, just Jen's doing great. She's getting ready to pack it in. I'm not going to be too late tonight because I'm going to be up baking tomorrow night. We're going to be making a Cooper Plantation pecan pie. Hi, ladies, man. Nice to see you. And I do my pecan pie with a twist. Anything that I make with pecans, whether it's a pound cake, whether it is a chiffon pie, whether it is a pecan cream pie, I like to do something different with my nuts, so to speak, and I'll just leave it at that. So stay tuned tomorrow night, starting at 9 p.m. on the West Coast, 12 o'clock on the East Coast. And then Saturday, I think we fall back, spring forward, fall back. Yeah, so we gain an hour Saturday into Sunday. It's almost a shame they don't do that for Sunday into Monday, but I guess they're afraid people won't show up to work on time, you know, so not that, I don't know, you know, is that right? Spring forward, fall back, or is it fall, spring back, and fall forward? I don't know what that is. Somebody tell me out there, what is spring forward, fall back? So we set the clocks back an hour, and it's for me, it's a mixed blessing. And I don't know about you guys, because it's also the holiday time of year. We just had Halloween, which was a non-event here in our community, as you can imagine. Hey, Clayton. Pie cans, that's it, pie cans. Yeah, we gain an hour, that's right, we fall back. So there wasn't any decorations, there was nothing going on in this. I mean, if you know, they have those franchises called the spirit stores where you go in and you buy all kinds of gear and stuff like that. They open like September 1st and they close like November 3rd after they blow out all the crap. And then you know, they didn't really sell anything. What a waste that was to have that open this year. So who could have foreseen what would happen? Hi, Jasmine, nice to see you, beautiful. Who could have known what would happen? So that just took the stuffing right out of what's usually a pretty good holiday, and people weren't buying pumpkins. So the newspaper had to come out and print an article that people aren't buying pumpkins. So asking people to go out and buy pumpkins, and then the pumpkin farms were overrun on the day before Thanksgiving, and you know, the day before Halloween. So I guess it worked out all okay for them. I mean, a lot of these pumpkin farms were closed off from their farms for 3 weeks. They couldn't get to them because they were in burned out areas and power lines down and that kind of crazy stuff. So Thanksgiving will be, yeah, I'm hoping Christmas will be good. You know, it's going to be tough. Hi, Graham, nice to see you. It's going to be difficult in a way because, you know, Thanksgiving's a time of getting together, and people have to see beyond the fact that they don't have a home, or, you know, they're living in a shelter, or they're living in a motel room somewhere, or sofa surfing with somebody. So it's difficult. It's hard to really be jovial. But you know, maybe by Christmas time, people will get their heads up a little bit and be feeling a little better about things anyway, because the community is trying very hard, but we can't just blink our eyes and make all these houses, these 6,000 houses, reappear. I mean, it'd be nice if we could, but we can't, so we don't. So that's the way that goes. Yeah, nice to see you, Graham. And yeah, so what else is going on? So now we got 6 months until Jen's next infusion, and we'll see how she comes out of that. I have fishing coming up with the boss and Janet on November 10th. That should be a hoot. We're going out on a fishing charter, which will be interesting. Out on the Pacific there, we're going to be fishing for, I don't know, rockfish, and then if the crabs are, you know, I think, you know, every year now we have this problem whether the crabs can be taken commercially or not. So Who knows how that's going to, if we're going to be able to. I think sports fishermen can take crabs, but they got some, I don't know, some high levels of something in it that you shouldn't really eat. So there'll be a lot of good video coming up. There'll be more stuff coming up in the shop, more baking. We're doing this Sunday. We like to feature stuff that we get to at the dollar store. A lot of people are enjoying that. And yeah, that's been fun too, to test out products. I think we're going to be testing strawberry muffins this week. So some people say, like Janet, my friend Janet's like, oh, oatmeal is oatmeal, Rosie. You know, you can't. Well, some oatmeal might be rolled differently, cut a little differently than other oatmeal. But it was fun to try out and enjoy that. So I like those kind of. I like to test products out. But you know, the thing I've noticed about dollar stores, and I want to see some of y'all must go to dollar stores. Okay, we're going to P-Town. What is that? Providence Town? Yeah, don't trust Chinese food products. Yeah, we're going. The only Chinese food products I eat are the ones that I get from Chinese stores, Asian grocery stores, because you know, Chinese are eating them. They're not manufactured. Chinese don't eat the stuff that we eat here in the way of salty snacks and sweets, and that's a totally different diet. They do more with vegetable based snacks and stuff like that. So yeah, P-Town. Is that P-Town? Providence? Is that what we're talking about? Clayton, Providence? I think that's what we're talking. Oh, but what was I saying? I can't remember. Oh, all y'all have this idea too when you're shopping at one of these dollar stores. Have you noticed now that major manufacturers are starting to package up things specifically for sale in dollar stores now? In other words, when I was first shopping dollar stores, years ago, you would find weird offbeat products that failed, cereals that were weird and never made it. But then all of a sudden now I'm starting to see brand name stuff like cheese nips and popcorn and all these manufacturers, and it's all date good stuff, but they all seem to be packaging up sizes just for sale in dollar stores. So be wary. All you're doing is just buying $1 worth of the product there. So to me, it doesn't make a lot of sense. But there's some products like if you guys buy, like once in a while I enjoy tomato soup, and Campbell's has the usual cans. Well, they have in the dollar store these cans that are like 30% bigger, and they're Campbell's, and they're date good. But I guess just the shelf, you know, trying to experiment with a 30% larger size screwed up the shelf space or whatever, you know, and it just failed. Yeah, Susan says dollar stores used to be kind of like Big Lots, but it has changed. Yeah, Sparkle paper towels, one revolution's worth. Yeah, I mean, we have Sparkle here. You know, it's yeah, it's just the reality. I mean, this is why Procter & Gamble is having such a hard time now, because these cheaper brands are undercutting all the big old line brands and stuff. So all the Bounties, and people can't afford it. I mean, they just keep reducing the size of the quantity of the product, and they keep the price the same. So you're really being cheated. It's like ice cream used to be a true half gallon, then that shrunk down. You used to get a half gallon container. I don't know what it is now. That's smaller. Sugar used to be 5-pound bag. Now that's 4. You can find a million things that have been downside. Bacon used to be a pound of bacon. Now it's like 12 ounces of bacon. Thank God for that fucking turkey bacon, right? I'll tell you, that wasn't bad. Somebody was laughing at me that I had to chew a little bit before that bacon flavor came through on that. But that Gen O is a pretty well-regarded turkey processor, right? Gen O, JENNO, right? And that it was okay for a buck. I'd buy it. Look, if you go into the grocery store and you go to buy Oscar Mayer bacon, you're paying $5 or $6 for 12 ounces of bacon, and it's shriveling up to nothing, right? You're just getting a gob of fat on there. It's not bacon like it used to be because they just rush these hogs through so fast to get the pork bellies. And then, you know, they're not good, but at least this bacon, it didn't throw off a lot of grease. It didn't shrink at all. It cooked real fast. And yeah, the texture was a little, you know, different than bacon, but it was acceptable. Yeah, Graham said, right, big packaging and nothing inside it. Yeah, puff air everywhere. Absolutely. That kind of stuff is like common. And I remember when the Dawn, you guys use Dawn dishwasher liquid. When Dawn first came out, that stuff was so powerful. And then Procter & Gamble's like, man, we're shooting ourselves in the foot. All of a sudden, our sales of dishwasher, because we wash our own dishes. I have a dishwasher, but I don't, you know, we don't generate enough dishes to use it every day, so we use the dish soap. And now that stuff's hella weaker than it used to be. You use a normal amount of Dawn now. So they got all kinds of, you know, they got guys sitting in laboratories working up ways to give less product for the same money. Timothy Martin. Hi, Timothy. Hope you're around tomorrow night for the pecan pie. It says, hi, Rosie. I still got 5 pounds of bacon I bought a month ago. I used Dawn Ultra. There you go. Well, I guess, Timothy, if you could buy a big quantity of that stuff, that's definitely the way to go. But you know, we could never eat 5 pounds of we couldn't eat 5 pounds of bacon either. You know, so. But I like to look at, you know, I look in the dollar store, the frozen food section. I'm looking in the frozen food section, and I see like dollar sliders and things like that. And I kind of think about trying. I'm going to get something sausagey for breakfast on Sunday, and we'll see how that flies. We'll see how that goes over there. So. But it's interesting to look into those cases and see what you can get for $1. But my God, guys, remember that cheese that they don't even call it cheese. They call it American slices or Swiss slices. It was like eating, what would you say? Like eating a plastic plate. You know, there was absolutely no flavor to it. The Bird's Nest Oz says there's bacon and then there's bacon. Yeah. Yeah, Timothy said, I'm not buying any more bacon until I use it up. Now, that sounds smart. That sounds like a winning proposition right there. So our connection is still kind of goofing up here, so I apologize for that. We've got to, I think I've had this Motorola surfboard for about 3 years or something like that. It might be finally giving up. Might finally be, you know, I tried to do a funny video. Yeah, Juice, George wouldn't even eat that shit. Woody, nice to see you, Juice. And then, get Juice. Let me wrench up Juice here. There we go. All right. Yeah, George wouldn't eat that crap. He wouldn't even eat that stuff. But you couldn't even burn up those. You couldn't even set those slices on fire, right? Okay, Timothy says I was going to make some BLTs, but I never did. I love BLTs. They're like the ultimate summer food is a BLT. Now Thursday I'm going to make I make a good beef stew. I'm going to make a beef stew because the boss is coming over on Thursday night, and Janet, they're going to spend the night, and we're going to get up early. We got to be up about 4 o'clock to get ready to go out fishing. early on Friday. We got to be at the dock at 5:30 and underway. So I do a good beef stew, so that's a good thing. Slices. I don't know, Susan, that was like a shocking food experience to me that some company could produce that shit and hope to I don't know what they hope to sell that. You can imagine how cheap it is to make that. If it can sit on there for $1 to go out the door, it must have cost about 8 cents to make. Yeah, we're going deep sea fishing, Keith. Yeah, we're going to go out of Bodega Bay. I make a real good beef stew, Clayton. Really kick-ass beef stew. So I'll make that Wednesday and then refrigerate that overnight. It'll have even more flavor when we go to heat it up, and I'll get some nice sourdough loaf to go with that too. So that'll be a good dinner. And then I don't know what we'll do for breakfast. So just have some toast or something. Let's see. Timothy says, I bought a new 5.5 quart Dutch oven 3 months ago. I only made beef stew one time. I will make more soon. Yeah, it's a great dish for starting in November. Yeah, and Bird's Nest said McMuffin had a lifespan of many months. So many preservatives. What was that? What was that ice cream somebody bought from Walmart and they sat it on their counter for it never melted. Right? It was like plastic. I mean, the ice cream manufacturers are the worst. They whip all that air into their ice cream and stuff to try to extend the volume of it. You know, because if it looks like a lot, we think it's a lot. So it's all about food science and all about trying to give less and charge at least the same. Yeah, there's a famous YouTube video where some guy left the ice cream on the counter and it never melted, right? Yeah, McDonald's malts. This is why you gotta understand this labeling requirements, like Clayton's, like McDonald's malts. It's like you can't call you can't call what you buy. You can call it a shake, but it doesn't have any milk in it, right? It's not dairy at all. Only Jack in the Box and I think In-N-Out Burger have real milkshakes. The other ones are just soy BS. Oh, there we go. Imaz says, supposed to be cold again tomorrow. Beef stew sounds good. I may have to whip that up there. Okay, Drew said Sam's Choice is Walmart's. Pedal says, hey, Rosie, can you do another pedal pumping video? Love the last one. Yeah, I guess I could. Maybe one a year, huh? Oh, yeah, cut an apple and it doesn't turn brown. Yeah, the 6-month-old McDonald burger. Yeah, I mean, this stuff is all... it's crazy. Was it Breyers, Timothy? Was it Breyers? Was the crap that didn't melt on the counter? I mean, that just stood out vividly to me. So you don't know what you're getting these days. It's all engineered. Yeah, Breyers, that was it. And Breyers used to be good, and then Unilever took over Breyers. Good night, North. I'm not going to be on too long tonight, but Breyers was taken over by Unilever. And then Unilever started engineering the demise of Breyers. So Breyers isn't what it used to be. Man, when I was growing up, like Breyers was like the gold standard of supermarket. Okay, Susan said McDonald's makes me sick every time. I can't, except with the McGriddles. I still enjoy Big Mac and the burgers, but I never ventured off menu to the other things too much. Yeah, there's Timothy's got the he's got it right there. Nice to see Nora. Thank. Got that link. So yeah, ice cream that would not melt. Yeah. It's like they found what was it? There was a mine shaft in Nevada. They had somebody had a nuclear fallout shelter. They had bought that. Hey, there we go. Hey, nice to see you, John. John Tilleyman stopping by. Nice to see you, John. We're talking food tonight. John's a food connoisseur down there in Phoenix. Nice to see you. But doesn't Unilever also make Magnum ice cream? I believe they do. But yeah, for otherwise McDonald's, the menu just gets too complicated. It was really easy when the kids were little. You just go in, they all wanted the McChicken sandwich, and they had the dollar menu at that time. Just all get a couple McChickens for $1 each, and everybody was good to go. And I think Burger King gives you a good deal, $1.25 for a good charbroiled burger. Yeah. Nice to see you, John. I hope you're doing okay. Miss you. Stop by some Saturday night. Hey, Susie. She's doing good, Susie. I've sent her off to get to bed now. So I'm going to, she'll close that door in a couple minutes, so I'm not keeping her awake. I'm back inside now. I don't like to be at the Shine Shack. It's just, you know, it's so much cozier to be in the house. There you go, Timothy. I melt every time I look at you, Rosie. I guess I'm okay. Woo! Nice to see you. You're sweet, Tim. Rosie, the old broad. Thank you, Susie. I did. Jen put up her video yesterday or early this morning, and I put mine up. Hi, Tess. Nice to see you, baby doll. A very lovely Tess. So I put up mine this afternoon. I just tried to do a little more humorous stuff with Jen to just kind of get her mind off what's going to happen that day. So doing good, just hanging out at her food. So I thought I would see what was going on. See, John's a gourmet outside of Phoenix there. All right, Tess says I got my hands on a metal detector. Awesome. Have you been out to use it yet, Tess? Yeah, I had a little bit of sun taking down all the Halloween decorations today. Yeah, video or it never happens. That's it. Yeah, I got John Tilleyman stop by. What a treat to see him come by. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, just like video or it never happened, babe. Okay. Yeah, Susie, we did. I just had a salad with a couple eggs. I got to start on my cutting back. I'm going to be rejoining the gym. I got to be in. We're going to join Planet Fitness, and the problem is the Planet Fitness here is like 8 miles away in Roner Park. I wish they had one up here, but I'll just join the local gym. Yeah, truck camper adventure food is a magic word. Yeah, I never see John's usually having his coffee sitting around the fire out there, and I never really see him do too much in the way of cooking. Yeah, seafood night. Yeah, I can't wait, Tess. Hi, Vicky. Nice to see you, baby doll. I hope you're feeling better. ATR, man, you haven't lived till you've been to one of my Friday night baking TR, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. on the West Coast, midnight. Be there. Going to be making a Cooper Plantation butter pecan pie, and I do mean butter pecan pie. Well, Susie, I ate a little more than that. So nice to see you, TR. I'm glad Vicky had a terrible fall on Saturday. So she just blew me away on Sunday when I got her text message. I was like, wow. Wow. So I'm just glad that glad you're feeling better. Nobody needs that. Woo! That's it. All right, I'll be back in a minute. Let's see what Jen's. Keep my eye on Jen. All right. All right. Yeah, Juice takes care of the light work there. Yeah. Yeah, if I'm ugly, I think you need a vision check, my man. Get over to the optical center at Sears while they're still around, okay? Yeah, the power of the wrench is strong. So we're talking about TR dollar store stuff. I mean, it's just crazy the way that the way food companies and stuff have packaged up. You get less for more, like airbags. Oh, I know UFO. I'm if I'm ugly, God knows what that says about some of the other ones. I'm trying to think. Yeah, like Doritos, they keep upsiding. Hey, Warren, how are you, my sweet friend? They keep screwing around with the packaging on Doritos. It used to be like, you can't even get like a normal sized bag of Doritos anymore. It used to be like 59 cents. You could just get a bag that maybe had 12 to 15 for lunch. It was nice. Now they went up. Then it was 99 cents. Then it was $1.29. Now it's $1.59. So they're kicking ass because the chips aren't anything at all. Just corn. Yeah, Jen's doing good. So when they're getting $1.59 out of you for corn chips, they're doing pretty darn good. Yeah, Susie, I don't look. I learned long ago when a troll doesn't come on under their rule, they don't carry any weight. It doesn't mean anything to me. Most of the people that are trolls are people that that are often just resentful of you, that hide and masquerade because they don't have the courage to come out and be themselves. UFO said, I just got done eating flaming hot fries. Yeah, that stuff's just too much for me. Just too much. Yeah, well, I wish we had a Dollar General. We do have a Dollar Tree. It's pretty popular around here. So yeah, they have the little teeny bags too for $1, the little flaming hot fries, Cheetos. They're okay. Yeah, it's nice to see John Tilleyman on tonight. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Dollar Tree's pretty good. Yeah, I'm a psychic, Susie. That's right. There it is. Timothy Martin says, can I bring my 1969 Lincoln Continental to your car wash? Has suicide doors. You mean my, I could make an exception from my bikini RV wash to a car wash. Sure, I have them. I got kicked out of a Dollar Tree in 2016. I told this story before. The stores or the restaurants here in Santa Rosa try to have a charity feed once a year. So they set up these tables outside of the restaurant with cloth on and paper plates and stuff. But the problem was it was a super windy day and everything blew away. And, and they asked the people, why didn't you just want to feed these homeless people inside the restaurant? And the guy's like, you think I want these people? inside my restaurant. I'm thinking, oy vey, you know. This So anyway, the whole thing was a failure. They ended up, people just took their food in a bag and left it. And a lot of them made their way down to the dollar store there. And I followed them I was actually in the dollar store when they came in. And some really big guy had a duster on. You know, those really long coats that go down to your knees. And he had a black plastic trash bag inside with a hole at the top of the bag where he could hang it on his outside button, and it would hang down inside and he could just drop shit down. Well, you know, by the time he came around the aisle where I was, the guy looked like he was pregnant, about 8 months pregnant. So I was laughing, and I guess the store manager saw me or something like that. So all of a sudden the cops descended on the place when the guy started to walk towards the door, and they threw all of us out. And the cops, I tried to explain to the cop, he's like, get the hell out. You know, I don't have time for this stuff. So the manager says, I don't want to see any of you in this store again. So it's like, really? Drinking Mad Dog. That's my dollar store. So it was actually until August, I think late August was my first time back again. Of course, the turnover is tremendous in those stores, so I didn't know anybody in there anymore. You know, but what a disaster though. These, you know, the best intentions just get all screwed up. I'll never forget how windy. You know, it started out as a 70-degree day, and all of a sudden it's like 50 degrees and the wind's blowing, and all you see down the road is just flying paper plates and shit. I remember it looked like something out of the movie Plan 9 from Outer Space, with just paper plates like saucers flying every around, and the tablecloths were paper tablecloths were getting caught on people's windshields driving down the road. I don't think they're going to have that again this year. So there's too much, town's too screwed up, I think, so to do that right. Yeah, let no good deed go unpunished. You guys know what I'm talking about, that crazy shenanigans. Yeah, John says, first time I got drunk was on Mad Dog, 50 cents a pint, sick for a week. You know, I might have had that too, John. I think that was way back in the 1970s. It was probably the first thing I drank was either Boone's Farm, Apple Annie or something like that. And yeah, or Mad Dog, or we had some Everclear or something like that. And I got fucked up. Yeah, Drew said the aisles at dollar store type places seem so narrow. I like placing bets who's going to bump carts first. Yeah, you know, they jam so much. The trick is, Juice, you got to get that stuff really packed up. One of these $1 million. Woo, there's Coop. Tomorrow night, Cooper Plantation, butter pecan pie, baby. Woo. That's on the agenda. Okay, Warren says, my first was Wild Irish Rose, Purple Passion. Do y'all remember Boone's Farm? Y'all remember that? All right, thank you, TR. Good to see you. Don't forget, you and Sonia have some late night cocktails and stop by. Make sure late Friday night, early Saturday, very enjoyable. Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, Boone's Farm. Did they still make Bartles and James? That was more 80s, I think. There it is. Rub the P7 and Sonya for me. That's funny. Yeah, Coop, how are you doing? Gonna go get the ingredients tomorrow for the, I don't just make a pecan pie, I make a butter pecan pie. What I used to call a freaking pecan. Oh, this thing keeps sliding up there. There we go. Yeah, Boone's Farm. Yeah. Anybody had Gold Slogger? Oh, okay, that's good. You're borderline 11. Susie says, bought a nice recliner tonight. Pick it up tomorrow. All right. Is it a lazy boy, Susie? It means a 10 is good, so 11 is your grade. Yeah, I got to lose about, I could lose a few pounds. Yeah, he's better than 10. See, I knew that. Yeah, freaking pecan. That's it. That's what I call it. The freaking pecan pie. Well, we really enjoyed we made that Halloween cake, that orange frosted devil's food. That turned out real good. That was a big cake, though. That's designed to feed about 16 people. That cake is big. Yep, the coop is doing good. It is in coop luscious. Well, not many people get a pie named after them. Let's see. Graham says, how's the amplifier coming along? Bad. Real bad. Real bad. That Sony STR 6045 has a lot of problems. The more I dig in, the more problems I'm finding. That there's been a lot of people there've been people screwed around with the tuning capacitor. Everything's all off signal. The distortion is terrible in it. One channel's stronger. It's a mess. I've got a million problems with it. Yeah, all these people are going to be jealous. Pecan pie, not just pecan pie, butter pecan pie. Because what I do with those nuts before they go in that pie, well, you have to see it to believe it. Yeah, pecan pie is a true Southern treat. Yeah, I like that. Hardcore. Turn back. If I could turn back time. Do. I like Do You Believe. That's my favorite Cher song. Yeah, I saw that UFO. There was another shooting at the Walmart in Colorado. Dang. Warren said greasy nuts. Warren, how are you doing? I haven't gotten any update on what your status is. I don't know whether you're planning for a big reveal or... Yeah, I like to do something. I like to do, you know, a lot of people just use raw nuts, and man, you just can't do it. You can't. Top flight baker is going to put a hack on that and do a twist on that and make something really memorable. So when you have a pecan pie, you're going to say to yourself, you know, that's a pecan pie. That's a pecan pie you remember. Susie, you better take a cold shower. Okay, Warren says I was worried about Jimmy when that shooting took place, huh? It's crazy. Yeah, it said raw nuts. You know, it takes quite something to shoot somebody. I thought they made him move his rig and he snapped. Oh my God, can you imagine that? I'm waiting until Walmart just bans, you know, all these city ordinances just ban people from parking at Walmart parking lots overnight. You can't park anywhere around here. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Susan said, do you ever eat something pecan at a family reunion or something and bit into a hole? Now, pecans have, yeah, they also have those that center grid up the middle too. If you get a bite of that, whew. Hi, Walter. Nice to see you. If you get a bite on that, you chomp down on something like that, man, that'll muck your teeth up for sure. That's why I like to buy nuts that are already bagged. They're expensive as hell. Pecans are expensive, but you got to do it first class. If I was on Cooper Plantation. Coop would be making me go around shaking the trees, getting them. Hey, there it is, Coats 9500. They better not start being people because Dino 2 is coming in very soon. I'll be at every Walmart in the Southeast. Don't say that, Rose. You know I like camping in Walmart for long periods of time. I know, Gerald. I think down south is fine. The Midwest, just out here in Northern California, there's a lot of these communities don't want Saturday night fights at Walmart. Yeah, I'll be down there too. We'll be camped right next to you there. I'll be making you shake something. Getting those right off of that tree. What I would really like to do is find a place in Key West that somebody will let us park on their driveway for a week or so down there, a week to 10 days. Pay them to park down there, and it's kind of a win-win. And then I don't have to worry about. Although I don't think we'll have any problem with cops or anything, but you never know. So just make it easy. Make it a lot easier than hassling about cops down in Key West. Freedom campers have a bad rep here. A French woman was caught on a security camera taking a shit in the middle of the street. Oh, God. God. No comment. You know, you had to do it in the middle of the street, right? At least in Asia, when they had to go, they'd go between two parked cars, you know, or the kid would whiz at the curb or just pull his pants down. And yeah, okay, Gerald. Yeah, I don't even know if I have it. Yeah, okay, if I have his new, I don't even know. I thought he changed his number or something. I'll check it out, Gerald. And speaking of Las Vegas, December 14th through the 17th. Yeah, I was going to say, Susan, that's not, I don't want to get that image in my head, you know. Actually, I think I got your number. I have your phone number, don't I, Gerald? Okay, saw a pretty woman pee on Bourbon Street. I'd see, you know, in China all the time, you know, they just pull the kid's pants down, and he just whiz or just squat in the curb. That would be it. Okay, Gerald, do you have the same phone number? I think I have your phone number, don't I? Let me see. Bright light shining, gonna set my soul on fire. All right, here we go. Let me see. Viva, Viva Las Vegas. Do, 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 do. No, I guess I don't. I just had your, I don't know what the hell I got here. I don't know. I'll figure it out, Gerald. We'll get it worked out. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had phone communication with Marshall or anything, so I don't even know about a phone or anything like that. So, yeah, this is Gerald. Got some new sneakers today. Awesome. Drive to Jacksonville and I'll fly us out there. How about that? Yeah, there you go, Clayton. We got hooked on Laurel and Hardy. How about Clayton left the coolest comment. I left a link for Laurel and Hardy's award-winning 1932 Academy Award-winning short called The Music Box. And Clayton's like, I just about pissed myself when they opened up the crate and all the water came out. And I liked it every time the thing went down the long flight of stairs and stuff. Yeah, New Balance is great. I love New Balance. They're good. They're good. Where's Jen and Bobby? Bobby's home, UFO. It's Thursday night. Jen's sleeping. There we go. There we go, Coop. I like to go. The reason I like to go at Christmas time to Las Vegas is because all the hotels, especially this time, middle of December, they'll be beautifully decorated for Christmas. So we go over to the conservatory at Bellagio. Beautiful. You walk in there and they spend like I heard like $500,000 or something to decorate that in there. And all the hotels, the Golden Nugget down, they all have all their Christmas things up, and I love that. I love that. Did you guys see me win 24,000 some hundred pennies? Yeah, Coach said I had a tiger of a time putting that Reese hitch on the back of my camper and did myself drilling through that frame extremely hard. But guess what? In the end, I got it. Yeah, Gerald, just make sure you got good lock nuts on that hitch, okay? Please don't depend on a regular hex nut, but you need to have you should really have a nylon insert nut on that. All right, we're going to Las Vegas for Christmas. That's awesome, Clayton. I'm not much of a gambler, Susie. I just go for the experience. I'm going to be taking a lot of video, nighttime video and stuff like that, working on my videography. Yeah, slot machines are okay. If I win, then I just stop. I just take the money and run. So just take the money and run. Yeah, but you did a good job. But Gerald, those when you're drilling through that frame steel, you want to make sure you always use a pilot drill first, and then once you get your pilot drill, you want to really get the titanium tip drill bits to go through there. Let's see, Vicky said, I don't like to gamble. I'm not much of gambling either. I like the lights. I like the experience. I'm a people watcher. You know, when you see my videos, like the one in Lake Tahoe, the cinematic Tahoe, I love to get people in. I love to people watch. Oh yeah, Susie, I went to Trump's Casino in Atlantic City back then. I used to go to Merv Griffin's Resorts International. It had to be 1984. And Trump Plaza, what the hell was the other one? Clare Ridge. Okay, Gerald says, I went to Lowe's and bought special bits for drilling steel. The expense was 7/16 and a half-inch bit, 7/6. Always went through easy, but trying to do with half-inch drill bit was, yeah, we always start things with a 1/4-inch pilot drill, Gerald, and then take it from there. I wish I was. I still would love to get a showgirl. Jen and I, maybe when we're retired, we'll get showgirl costumes and see if we can make a few dollars down on Fremont Street. Yeah, much harder drilling through the Reese hitch was easy compared to the frame on the van. Well, that's what makes it sturdy and strong, Gerald. That metal. That steel on that frame is really, you know, tempered, hardened, and strong. I'm going to ditch this guy. Doesn't make a bit of sense on here. Bro, it's English only at the table, okay? So I'll put you in timeout so you can think about taking an English course there. All right. Coop said, I'll make it rain for you and Jen. Woo, there we go. Oh, Susie said it saw powerboat races was cool except for being Prager's at the time. Oh, Susie, it's cute. I just don't know what to, just don't put, the guy's putting that blurble on that stuff on the chat. Nobody even understands what the hell it is, right? I mean, it's not like I go into the blurble chat and put English on it, right? So. Drop a few hits of acid and hit up the the Blue Man Group. That's awesome, Juice. Yeah, I'd like to see a good show too. I'd really like to take Jen to see Chris Angel. She loves Chris Angel. I'd love to get her to a Chris Angel show if he's going to be in Las Vegas at that. She loves magic. Me, I just love to, drink. Yeah, Chris Angel's badass. Okay, nice to see you, John. Come by some Saturday night. It'd be a real treat to talk to you. Hey, Gilligan. Yes, Susie, you remind me of Ellie, man. I love you too. It's great to see Gilligan. Nice to see you, Gilligan. Thank you, Susie. Yeah, I'm not much on gambling. I think probably because I have a very mathematical mind, and I know statistically that I'll take $20 and just throw it through. Hey, Jeremy, nice to see you. Yeah, Margaritaville, Jimmy Buffett was fun. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I'm cute. Gilligan must have been nipping the house sherry tonight. Nice to see you, Gilligan. Haven't seen you in a long time. I won 24,600 pennies. It was crazy. That machine just kept going and going, and I knew that if you just push cash out, it'll stop. Or you just push make another bet, it'll automatically run up. But I wanted to watch it keep going for the video I was doing and all that. So yeah, we got Warren in here tonight, and we had John Tilleyman in here too, which was nice. Poor Janet. I did. We won. If you look at the Las Vegas, the Lake Tahoe videos, yeah. I put $20 in and came out with 256.25 or something. I'll put $20 in on one machine. If I don't hit there, I'll do $20 on one more machine, and that's about it. The boss got all pissed, UFO. UFO says, too bad it wasn't quarters. The boss got all pissed because I wasn't playing full bet. But a full bet is $5 every turn of the, I'm not doing that, right? $5 per spin. Yeah, thanks, Gilligan. I don't usually play too much, but I kind of sensed Janet wanted to go over. And it gave me a chance to shoot the rest of my cinematic video for Lake Tahoe. Hey, Regina, nice to see you. The lovely lipstick in the house. Nice to see you. Hello, David. David Jackson says, hey, Rosie. My favorite's always the Wheel of Fortune. So like once in a while, they always give you 25 or 40. It's always crap, but it's fun. Yes, I'm very animated. It's a small world after all. It's a small, small world. It's a world of laughter, a world of fun. Do, 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 do. No swimsuit. That's tomorrow night for Teeny Weeny String Bikini. We're going to be making a pie, pecan pie tomorrow night. 9 p.m. on the West Coast, midnight on the East Coast. Wow, that's awesome. Gilligan says, I played the dollar slots, won $15,000 3 years ago. That doesn't happen again, probably not again. I'm curious, Gilligan, what did you think when you won that? No, David, but if you want to hit my super chat, you're more than welcome to down below. But I'm wondering what that felt like, 15,000, because that's about what I won when I split a four-way pick six at Pimlico one time, back in the mid to late 80s. I hit the pick six, but 4 people hit it also that day. Yeah, what did you do on that? I mean, that must have really been wild. Yeah, my hand would be shaking on the dollar slots. $5 a spin. Wow, very lucky. I was in shock. I had half the casino watching my machines going nuts. Isn't that funny? Pony up, maybe bikini. Yeah, that's tomorrow night. That's for our baking. Always makes it kind of fun. Hey, Jackie Macy, nice to see you, sweetie. Okay, Juice says, I won 2 jackpots on a quarter machine on New Year's night at Robinson Ranch in Great Lake County. 400, 300, first and second biggest hits for Max Backs. That's a nice night that you had there, New Year's night. Yeah, Robinson Rancheria. Yeah. Yeah, the bikinis tomorrow night, lipstick. Yeah. Yeah, Gilligan says, they took me to the back room and counted out all the hundreds. It was amazing. They got a nice tip. I sound like Gerald. I never understood why they ever felt like they're entitled to a tip, you know? I might give a $20 tip or something. I'm sure you probably gave $100 or something like that. But they don't ever put money in your pocket when you're going down the shitter, but right? Man, hit back to back, that's pretty cool. See, Juice, I like Juice. It's like I had a BLT to celebrate. I'll tell you, Juice is one of a kind, you know? That's awesome. I mean, I'd probably crack a beer, Juice, but, you know, you did it upright. Yeah, more people go down the shitter than not. Yeah, I'd give a, you gave him a $500 tip? Wow. I might have given $100 for everybody. I might put it at the middle of the counting table and say, y'all they probably all put it into the shift tip jar anyway, but wow. I know, but man, drinks are on Gilligan. I'm just too cheap. Graham said, I give nothing out of, if I had to win like Gilligan had, I would give it 100 spot on the 15,000, and I figured that's pretty good. Yeah, 500 bucks is a set of tires. It's like a new washing machine, a new dryer. I mean, that's a damn nice tip. Yeah. It's like I'd play live poker, and the dealer would be having a hand out every time I won a pot. It's like, you're not giving it back to me when I lose. Hey, DJ, nice to see you, sweetie. Oh, well. Gilligan's like, okay, I would have bought the drinks, but wasn't 20 minutes later, I won 500 on nickel slot. God. Yeah, that's it, Graham. For me, that's 10 junkie amplifiers. Yeah, and I'm suffering with one now. Yeah, Lipstick's like, you can give me a 500 tip now. That's funny. Woo, here we go. That's a nice tip, huh? Yeah, not even playing max, only 225 a spin. I wonder what you would have won if it was max on there. I love Deuces Wild. I love the full pay Deuces Wild. It was like 100.13%. And then if you with perfect play, but if you put the casino comp on top of that, it was like a 1% back. Then all of a sudden you're playing a game that had a 1% edge to it, and that was kick ass. I'm suffering too. How do you cure his? His is generally caps that are bad in there somewhere. I'm gonna have to do some recapping on this unit. I've got too many problems to even count. I know I'm gonna short something out on this. This board is so brittle. Oh, DJ says I won 1,000 on Cleopatra Keno a few nights ago. I play Cleopatra Keno. That's good. But you guys bet real big. I mean, my hand be shaking if it's like $5, you know. That's it. Okay, well, Gilligan, I won like 22,000 pennies or something, like 22,000 pennies. Oh, because you won $1,800. Wow. Man. That's nice, DJ. Man, you guys are winners. I better get in there and take some money to Vegas, huh? Okay, Susie says my electric guitar had hiss and it was definitely wiring. You can see if you have wires crossed that aren't perpendicular, sometimes running parallel, you can induce a little bit of hiss. What did you bet on penny slots to win 250? I think I was betting like $1 per, yeah, I think I was betting $1 per spin. 100 pennies per spin. Yeah, that's it, Juice said. Just take what you want to lose. Look at it as an adult video game. I'd rather take my money and go over to the sports book and do a college football bet or something like that, or a basketball bet. Yeah, Missy Jen's doing good. I got to kind of keep it down. I can't be on too late tonight, but she's doing good. She's fatigued today, so she's kind of taking it easy. Yeah, see, I don't ever see. I got Elna caps in there now, Graham. I got to be really careful what I'm doing. I've got cabinets full of electrolytics, but yeah. Said I tried recapping, but the Elna caps I took out were in better shape than the new ones. The Elna is top of the line stuff, and Nichicon and Elna. So, you know, I got to be a little more. I got to take some voltage readings and some stuff. I gotta, you know, I got to put some time into this. Thing's going to be a time waster. I can see it. It's just going to be a time waster, and I'm just going to end up shorting something out and just parting the thing out. I thought people screaming in the casino were just plans to encourage others to get more. You think they do that, Clayton? You think they have certain people that collect the money and then just give it, cycle it right through again? Gilligan says, I don't know. The people watching my machine were screaming more than I was. I think the biggest action I ever saw at a casino was in Atlantic City. There was a guy from Philadelphia. He was a surgeon or something like that. And he was at the craps table, and he had $250,000 on the rail. If you know a craps table, you have the high sides. It's called the rail there, and you have slots where you lay your chips in there. And he had $250,000 in chips on there, and all he was doing was playing by himself on that table, which is no fun to me. When I shoot craps, I like to be with everybody and screaming and hooping and hollering. Wow. Gilligan says the biggest win I saw was 745,000 progressive pot. I got to start gambling where you are. Shit. Hi, thank you, Lynn. Nice to see you, sweetie. A progressive pot, Susie, means that it keeps climbing until somebody wins the big one. And a lot of them are linked together, like Mega Bucks, Wheel of Fortune. They're all linked to all the casinos and stuff. So when you see the jackpot going up, rising, 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 yeah, several casinos are intertwined with it. Well, Regina, that's probably because where do you play, like Cash Creek or something like that? They're going to be tight. A lot of these Indian casinos. Biggest win I had is the day Rosie said she loved me, priceless. The old broad hooked herself, hooked herself, Mr. Hollywood there. That's fun. Well, it was a penny slot, that probably had to be fully loaded penny slot. Wow. That is Super Lotto. Oh, okay. I don't play the lottery. Only if it gets above 100 million, then I'll just for a lark, I'll buy a lottery ticket just to be in there, just in case I'm the slob that wins it. I'll give you all $1 chip. Gilligan's like, I'm glad I'm not working. I'm glad I'm not working at the casino where Rosie plays. If she wins the big one, she ain't giving shit out. Not giving a damn thing. Yeah, life changer for that young guy, I'll bet. And I'll tell you what. Oh, he went home because he was rained out for the day at work. Huh. That's a life changer. Yeah, Gilling would be like standing there with counting out my $15,000 and looking at me, and I'd be just looking back. Yeah. Something wrong? What's wrong with your hand? it's customary to, you know, scratch your palm. Okay. How did I do? Is that okay? I'll donate to that super chat before Vegas. $100 for penny slot max bet. I want it recorded. I did that for Corey. I hit for Corey. You know, I hit for her. She said, play this for me, and I played it for her, and she won $50. Recorded. Yeah. Thanks, Clayton. I mean, I could just stand there having a stare down contest of the people counting it out. My, it is stuffy this time of year, isn't it? You know, Patreon. I don't know, Juice. I don't know. I don't know. You know, Patreon seem to be starting to get a black eye these days. They're kind of, I don't know. Sometimes they're good, but you know, the thing I don't like is when people are flogging the Patreon all the time. You know, I think it's cool if you just do a little chat and then, you know, to just pick up $1 or $2 here and there. Then it feels like more of a tip. It doesn't feel like, you know, I don't know what it is. I'm kind of opposed to that. Oh, Gilligan says, I want the big one, not $50. Think big. Well, Gilligan, if I do that, I have to have a commission on that. Imagine I win $500,000 for Gilligan's. Like, holy fuck! Burn the video. I don't do scratch tickets. You can, the odds on the back are just, you know, even the $20 tickets, 1 in 3 chance. On average, your money's going to be gone in, you know, in 3 shots. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, DJ said, people want me to give them my money when it's their job to give it to me. Don't think so. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Some people, Gilligan, they're overwhelmed with, you know, they look at the jackpot and they think, that's a lot of money, $15,000. But, you know, you're going to pay taxes on that. That's going to knock off, you know, 20%, probably something like that at least. So you're 3,000. Then you got your states and other 4,000. So you're down to $11,000 now. So, you know, like I say, I could just sit there. So, how about those Royals? Huh? Well, what are we waiting for? Yeah, just put it in an envelope and give it to me. What's the delay? Well, we thought you might like to, you know, what, go to the bathroom? What? Speak, man, speak. Oh, yeah, Susan's like, I dated a man back in 2006. I was like, oh, my God. When I saw a stack of $10 and $20 scratch off, like, dumb bastard. It's like, it's like, whoa. You know what I'm saying, Clayton? You're just standing there, and it's like, I've had big pots on live poker, you know, $2,200 pot winning. And, you know, they just be like, you know, the dealer be giving me the eye, like, you know. Oh, we don't pay taxes on it, so I paid my taxes to the slot attendants, I guess. What the hell does that mean? Are you in the Cayman Islands, Gilligan? I'm starting to think Gilligan's like in either Monte Carlo or the Cayman Islands or some fucking cruise ship. Oh, well, Graham said in New Zealand there's no capital gains tax. You win $1 million, you get it. Well, here it would be considered ordinary income. It wouldn't be a capital gain. You know, it would just be it'd be taxed as ordinary income. Oh yeah, I'll start my kissing booth. I have to put my bikini top on, right? Wow, wouldn't you get? Yeah, I don't know. Here it would just be considered ordinary income, and you can only deduct your losses to the extent of your winnings. So. Yeah, here Uncle Sam's always got his paw out. He's always right there with you. Fuck yeah, good job. Yeah, yeah. Rosie, I love it when we win. Get the fuck off of me. Yeah, winning in a casino isn't that ordinary, but it's ordinary income. A capital gain means you started with $1 worth of something and then it became $1.50, so you're being taxed on the gain in capital. But this is just considered ordinary income. Yeah, card counting here, they use a 4-deck. They have the 4-deck shoes, so card counting is like really. Yeah, poker, you got to play the person. I don't even care what my 2 cards are. I hardly even look at my cards. I'm looking at the other people around the table and trying to decide who I'm going to bust out of the game. You know, you can play any 2 cards in poker, and if you're good enough, you can never have to show your lousy cards and still take the pot. Some people have most people have more of a fear of losing than a desire to win, so they fold up very easily. I don't like it when a Chinese person stares at me. That's the way I felt about my wife back in the day, Gilligan. You're gambling in Macau? You're going to take the jet foil over to Macau and gamble? I said, Bobby came over tonight, Susie, but he doesn't stay long on Thursday night. He came over at 6:15, and by about 7:15, 7 o'clock, he was done. We always make pizza for Bobby on Friday night. He's doing good. Looking good, looking strong. So he's always stops by to see us and has a beer and a couple pieces of pizza. Yeah, always the Thursday night pizza. And it's pineapple pizza, and I don't eat it on Thursday night. I'm not crazy, but it's not always pineapple, but we got to watch our figures or the boys won't be watching. Yeah, he's a good person. He's really good. He's looking forward to Las Vegas. Yeah, I think he'll be good. He'll be good. Okay, Vicky says, I love pineapple on my pizza. I'll be over. I did, Susie. I had salad, and I had a couple hard-boiled eggs in that. So I've been eating like crazy. I mean, Denny's, we got back from San Francisco yesterday, did big Denny's hamburger. You know, we had that cake, that Halloween cake. I mean, I'm really looking luscious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just redlining. Thank you, Gilligan. Yeah, he's on the mend. He's doing good. Then on the 16th, he has his final surgery to clear up his sinus. He's had an ongoing sinus infection, so they're gonna finally drain that and fix all that's been going on. Susie. There's a fine line between being, voluptuous and being Juice will explain. You're the guy in the white van who hit the accelerator instead of the brake looking at you. My God, Clayton, that guy scared the hell out of me. Did you see that? Holy shit. This Chinese guy, and it was actually a gray looked like a 86 Chevy van. And all of a sudden he just squeals, backs up. God, it's a good thing nobody was behind him, or they would have been dead, or a vehicle behind him. Yeah, I got to remember not to wear my top with the straps off to the shoulders. So yeah, Bobby's dealt with that stuff. Yeah, that was something though, Clayton. But I'll tell you, people like it when I go out on those afternoon walks because they never know what the hell is going to happen out there. That's what I always say. I don't live in the best neighborhood, but I sure as hell live in the most colorful neighborhood. No, I'm not that, Coop. I'm going to spank you, Coop. Probably wanted to run over me. It's not going to be, when I come to think about it, it's not going to be too much longer. When we see Coop, we're going to see Warren, we're going to see Debbie Lynn down there. We're going to try to see Corey and Doug. It's going to be a good time to get down there and see Drury and Drew. Yeah, Clayton's like, I'm surprised the dog will still go with you. Can you believe the way Georgie stood there and started barking? Yeah, better start wearing turtlenecks. Yeah, Susan says I was screaming, laughing that video. He was out of it, I think. I'll tell you, Susan, you can go back to some. If you go back, I have a playlist called my 15 funniest YouTube videos. And of course, it's Bobby. When I thought Bobby was stealing like the panties out of my drawer or something in 2013, that's a funny one. But when I applied to be a Hooters girl, that's down there. That chick couldn't give me an application fast enough. And then the guy that was jerking it when I was walking the dog in the neighborhood, and then the other, I don't know. You'll find some funny stuff on my playlist. No, Street of Shattered Dreams, because people just drive too damn fast. I said, you okay, Pop? He's like, I don't know why I hit the gas instead of the brake pedal. I'm thinking to myself, why in the hell would you hit the brake pedal? You're not going to go anywhere, And what he probably meant, he put it in reverse and he thought he was stepping on the brake and he hit the gas. Yeah, he might have. I don't know. I shouldn't know how to wear that top with the straps at the upper arm there. I don't know. You okay there, bud? Jeez, Pop, you all right? Coop, you can tell I was inner city raised. I mean, it takes a lot to phase me out. I go on my walks. Usually there's the bum sleeping over there or somebody's back over there. I said, I don't care. Hijab and bed sheets. That's it. Yeah, and then all of a sudden that damn here comes a you know, here comes a dog running towards me, a pit bull. I'm like, oh, shit. Nice, Gigi. Nice, Gigi. And of course, Gigi was very sweet, but the guys was, get the fuck back. It's my neighborhood. Did you see? Did you see my troll rescue video yesterday? I rescued that little troll in there. That was funny. Dollar store shower curtain plus coconut oil. Let's wrestle. Yeah, that troll. Yeah, that troll is cute. Yeah. You got to fix his hand somehow or another. You stuck his hand where it shouldn't have ought to been, and lost it. Right? You guys are too much. That's funny. Listen, it's been a couple hours on the chat. I got to kind of monitor Jan a little bit tonight. I think tomorrow she'll be better, so I can do my baking stuff tomorrow night. But I kind of like to keep an eye on her in bed just to make sure she's okay and everything. So I hope you guys don't mind. I'm going to go ahead and shut this off. But I will see you tomorrow night. We will have a good time, and we're going to be making the Cooper Plantation, the famous butter pecan pie. I will see you all tomorrow at 9 p.m. Love you guys.